Right now?
I can.
Okay, perfect. There we go. I think we're finally on the same page. Wow. Skype is an amazing program, isn't it? At times, and also OBS and all the streaming platforms. Alright guys, so we can officially intro. Welcome into the Collegiate Star League. We have a CSGO match, our first broadcast of the season. As you see, we're off to just a fine and dandy start right now. Jazel, could you really quickly ready up?
Yep.
That way we are good to go. Western Washington and Washington, thank you so freaking much for being so patient. Obviously, like, I want to make the joke. I'm like, well, it's CSGO. Oh, everybody's all excited, yeah.
Wait, is this really happening?
Everyone
is this real life?
Yes,
Oh, God. Yeah, so finally down to the knife round.
Steven, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I have no idea who to expect to win. As far as I'm aware, both are undefeated. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I was looking at the score sheet, and that's what I read.
Yeah, got it.
Yes, well, before I do continue that, I actually will ask, because I'm typically not like a CSGO caster streamer, how can I turn the volume? How can I mute the players but not the?
Alright, the mic icon.
Yeah, let me. I'll just send you those commands real quick.
Yeah, because I'm just like me taking over. This is like the spaghetti part of me taking over the screen.
Yeah. No, at least you got the game up and you're not just showing like your desktop and like various Skype conversations.
Yeah, we'll do official intro and more details and stuff like that in a second.
Okay.
It out. But quick knife round coming for Western Washington right there. Look at that. 5 players all alive. And looks like they are deciding to stay on CT side, and meanwhile Washington's going to be on T side. So, yes, you are correct in the fact that both teams are up top. Actually, Western Washington is undefeated. University of Washington is only 1-3 at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So it is a little bit of a disparity between records, but both teams are pretty competitive, especially Western Washington.
No armor?
Out of nowhere, just kind of one of these schools that you don't look as a major school, but as an esports program, doing really damn well in CSGO in the first season as well. But let's see.
So yeah, Duper playing this first point of contact here. They're coming out of tunnels. He's already been dropped to 4 HP, and they're already making the way onto site. But the CT hold is pretty strong, down to a 3-on-3 as Zhao Mao gets the second entry, and Sideways here to trade. So it's a 2-on-1. Sideways playing perfect. And yeah, just enough time for Micmac to flank. So they did the 4B setup, which is pretty standard for pistol rounds. Retaking B is one of the hardest things. And so they put 4B and had Micmac play the solo A role and was able to flank the team, and in turn really getting them all the information they needed. He spotted mid, said there's no one mid, was able to quickly flank the team, and maybe had they gone on the site a little quicker, they could have got the bomb down, but alas, here we are, P250 by, and they're just looking for a bomb plant. Again, rush B, see if we can get a plant down.
You can see Duper coming out with the P90, dropping 4 players, a 4K, going for the 5K. He almost gets
Sideways jacks it. He's like, nah.
Steals it, man. That's
UMPOP.
How dare you? I would be so angry, and that's where you vote kick. Yeah, look at that. They're all laughing right now. They're laughing. Oh, man. But that's a dangerous spot, though, right? I mean, on overpass, getting in that tunnel area, you just walk out and underwater, you just get completely ripped by a P90.
Especially on, like, an anti-eco like that, you do not want to funnel yourself. Like, they were in charge of their destiny there. You're better off trying to work mid, work connector, try and just find some picks and use that pistol to your advantage, but alas, here we are. Sideways using that UMP to get a 3rd kill in the last 2 rounds, and he's like, I want some money too. I need that bonus money. So maybe Sideways, it's his turn for the ace. But no, Rysis gets the pick at mid. He's like, I see what you're trying to do. It's sneaky. You're trying to trick me to think it's B, so we let you plant the bomb at A, but they're WWU's too smart for that. The legends themselves.
Not too bad, yeah, not bad at all. They try to split up a little bit, but I mean that's you're kind of grasping at straws right there in the eco round. You can see matches paused right now, but this time around Western Washington buying up. We have ops on them. We have some rifles. Looking to kind of tech on up what's going on over on T side right now. Looks like they're going to continue to eco unless they're just waiting for the pause to end before they buy. But for those that are tuning in, welcome to the Collegiate Star League and welcome to the first season of Collegiate CSGO. Kind of fun to talk about this, a little bit weird too as well, because a lot of our other games have started right on week 1. CSGO right now is currently in its first season in the Collegiate Star League. As you can see, it's kind of been a little bit of a shaky process on the production and the broadcast and getting that going, but hopefully this will be that first stepping stone that we could utilize to get going in future weeks. We have 2 matches today, of course. We have the first one, Western Washington versus Washington. Later on, we have University of Texas Austin versus University of Texas San Antonio. So, a couple good in-state rivalries, and there we go. Matches unpaused.
And Zhao Mao already, he's going to be in a perfect position to get the pick, but Riceist gets there first. That was such an important AWP battle because that's going to open up that mid control. He's going to fall back to bathrooms, understanding, hey, we have the man advantage. Now all we have to do is play trades for the win. At this point, we just need to play trade kills, and that's probably one of the most important picks of the round, especially on overpass, because if the terrorist gets it, they storm through mid, they rush through fountain and get the control of the bathroom party area, but if the CT gets it, now he has control. So Micmac playing the bathrooms, here's Connector, gets the entry, so they're going to be able to perfectly fall back. There's pretty much no way they're going to lose this round now, especially with the terrorist map control. I can't see them doing anything unless they get a lucky pick and WWU throws it.
Well, right now, victorious for Washington. He's heading up bathrooms. We'll see if we can maybe get an A opening as well. We have Squeef trying to find somebody, and no, he finds LMVB. Drops 2, actually, right now, and that just leaves, I think, Victorious by himself. He's going to get most likely flanked as all the CTs are heading right for the bathrooms. Oh, man, this is going to be tough, and yep. Headshot takes him out sideways. Good cleanup right there. So 4-0 already for Western Washington. I mean, what do you do right now as on T side if you start falling behind? I mean, you're not able to find an opening B. You're not able to find an opening A. Do you maybe lurk around mid, bathrooms? You know, where are you heading?
For me, my personal thing is to play Connector, because that's kind of that middle area. If you can get someone in Connector, throw some smokes and flashes, and kind of pop flash your way through a smoke, you're able to hopefully find an entry, and that'll open up either A or B, right? You can split between whichever site you want. That's personally what I do. I would say that, like, the way Western Washington is playing, that you want to just go ahead and try and take Park. So try and push Park to long, because odds are there's only one guy there. And yeah, so this is just an anti-eco cleanup. Odds are we're not gonna see much from him out of this. But as I say that, Squeef with the 1 deeg, Victorious gets a Tech 9 kill, so that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good damage for not buying anything, really.
Well, they're pretty close to each other right now. They might get in a fight. They're like magnets. They're like moving around the same area over each other, and sideways once again, and cleaning up at the end of the round with number 5, and that's a 5-0 lead for Western Washington. Rough start for Washington.
Yeah,
right
really rough. They seem to be really partial to going B. I'd say it's probably because they have executes and smokes, and it's something they're really comfortable with. But now we're seeing the double op, so I'd really hope to see some more pressure at mid and long. That's something they've really never contested yet. They've allowed long to be completely open, and really haven't put any pressure at all. So there's really been no reason for Riceus right now, and he gets pressured from Zhao Mao, so that's exactly what you're looking for, but traded out, so 4-on-4, and Sideways is out of there. He knows there's at least 2 more mid, thanks to the call from Riceus, and he's just going to go back to site, give them the bathroom area, and they'll contest him when they get to site.
Yeah, Sideways is going to definitely have to be really careful right here. He's going to be maybe in a potential 1-on-3 scenario, but right now on the T side, Washington not really hurrying. They're working back at the connector, kind of looking mid, bathrooms area, not trying to hurry this, but they do know that they're right now not in a great position economically, so if they lose another round, that's going to fall, basically force them really close back into pistols, or at least small SMGs. And right there, Duper getting a nice shot on to Ari. And that just leaves, what do we have, 2 players coming out towards B, or is that 3? We have 3 players.
Yeah, it's 3, and I believe he was actually boosted on sandbags there, so he was able to spot them in water. They have all the information at this point. They already have 3 at B waiting. Just in case they're being duped, they have Sideways still at A, but they have all the info. They're pretty well aware, but Squeef with the op entry, Micmac trading, so this is still going to be really tough. They do not have the time, and they do not have the angle, so this is going to be a dedicated save for sure. There's really nothing you can do.
Oh, Micmac, how close. Well, fortunately, yeah, Sideways stayed out of the way, but Micmac tried to get a little fancy to take a 2-on-1. Didn't work out too well for him, but they end up getting the round anyways. Well, I mean, with the save, at least the good news for Washington, they do have ops, they have AK, so they do have guns that they could play with this round, but all the money's still hanging on Western Washington's side, and 6-0 lead. We're almost at that halfway point of the first half, and it's like one of those things that just like, wow, you're always so happy to get those early rounds, and especially the big lead as well. It helps boost the motivation and the momentum in your way.
Oh, completely. Yeah, this is a momentum-based game, so if you have confidence, you're willing to take any peak. And right now, it seems like Zhao is the only one with the confidence. I'd say he's peeking mid, looking for that pick, and they know better. Micmac's aware. He's not going to play the same position twice, at least twice, 2 rounds in a row.
Do you see what's happening over at B right now?
This is beautiful. This is a beautiful boost.
Is that legal? Is that legal?
Oh, completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like, I'm not even sure with the overpass anymore what's legal and what's not legal anymore.
Yes, exactly. It's not pixel walking. Just so you guys know. Definitely a legal boost, but I've actually never seen that before. That's really cool. So yeah, this is a slaughter, man. They're even getting map control, but as they do, there you go, Squeef waking up. He's like, I don't want to lose, guys. And Victorious gets the trade with the AK as well. So LVMB gets the flank, so they really know that the bomb's heading towards A, and they only have 20 seconds. So this is going to be the entire CT squad just pincering the entire team. Captain Cop saying, I'm out of here, man. This is too scary. And falls right into the trap. No time on the clock, bomb down, and it's every time they're getting a pick or they're getting map control, they're always getting the uneven trades, and Western Washington is just outplaying them in every situation, every peak, every flank, and map control.
Positionally, I mean, at this point, you would say Western Washington's just dominating. They're there, they're ready to go. I mean, if you're on the T side of Washington, would it be... They're playing, I want to say, very slow too as well. They're not rushing any side. They're playing a lot of setup, and I think that's playing into Western Washington's kind of hand because of just their positioning and their ability to hold their spots. Would you say maybe it's worth for them to like just try to SMG rush, try to kind of hurry up the pace, and maybe take over a site like B, or even walk up mid to see what they could do? Because the longer they take it seems the better off it is for Western Washington.
Definitely. That's really their best bet, is to try and win the trade engagements. Win those aim battles, get the bomb down, and yeah, like you said, just catch them off guard. Try and surprise, because Western Washington is just outplaying every peak. They're playing angles more intelligently. I think we just might have a far more experienced team from Western Washington, based on the look of it. I mean, there are some definitely. I can tell there's some really good players on UW's team, but it still seems to be. It's a team game, right? So you can have a star player on the team, and it doesn't mean you're going to win games. So while obviously there's still talent on both squads for sure, it's just a matter of team play and winning these engagements, because there hasn't really been a whole lot of strategy. It's been Western Washington getting all the map control. They're able to spot water. They're pushing mid. They're pushing long. Just this round, we saw Bryces get a pick at connector. The first entry, and one of the terrorists were just standing in the middle, just right in the open, not even holding an angle or trying to jiggle peek or anything. So, yeah, I could really see this being a 16-0. It's hard to see how, unless, like you said, they do an SMG rush. I can't see UW getting around.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, right there, Squeef looks like he disconnected really quickly. They do need a quick pause to kind of catch up and let him reconnect. But once again, in terms of time scenario, just clock management not really going too well for U Washington, really forcing themselves into I want to say like a tight corridor, a tight window to execute something. They're not or letting themselves, get an early lead, not allowing themselves to get any openings. It's just always one site, few seconds left, to run out and either get cornered or kind of double teamed. So, how's the weather up north? Yeah, cold and wet, man. It's wintertime. Wintertime where I'm at, I'm feeling it right now in Colorado. It's not pleasant, man. The joints, the bones, getting older. It's starting to get there.
Yeah, man.
Where are you from, by the way?
Dude, I'm from California. I'm actually originally from Canada, so I was born in Ontario, but I now live in California.
So you could kind of like rep those cold roots, like even
yeah.
You'd be like, yeah, well, I was in Canada at one point.
I was born in Canada, so yeah, my blood knows. My blood knows what
you got
true cold is.
Natural moose and moose fur, just keeping you warm, like extra warm in the summers in Cali.
Dude, I'm just hunting beavers like all the time. it's all I do. But yeah, so actually that's interesting. I just missed the entry kill, but Rices gets taken down. I'm gonna guess he got a little overconfident because he's been playing mid and like winning every engagement. So I'm assuming he finally got punished for one of his peaks. And but they have full water control. Look at this, like, oh, please. That was dirty. That was pretty dirty. Through the hole in the wall, or through the hole in the door rather, and LVMB getting that flank kill. Yeah, they're. This is a bloodbath.
Oh, you got him! You got him finally.
Wow, they did it. So it just took a quick disconnect for him to, get reinvigorated.
If I'm having aiming issues, man, if I'm having aiming issues, it's definitely because of ping, servers, 64 tick. The last thing I'm gonna blame on missing shots and problems is gonna be my actual skill level. Like that everybody knows that.
Definitely, dude. Yeah, if obviously if someone's better than me, they're a hacker, and if they're worse than me, then they're a noob. Everyone knows that by now.
Well, congrats, Washington gets their first round. I mean,
yeah, man, that's pretty important, actually. That could be what they need. Like we saw Western Washington getting overconfident in water, trying to just take that aim battle with Squeef, and he's like, "Hell no, I can op. Don't underestimate me. Just because my name's Squeef doesn't mean I can't op." And no, yeah, it's pretty cool to see that. I bet you we're just gonna see WWU just play super passive now. They're gonna go back to just doing classic little boosts and getting info that way.
Yeah, 3 ops on T side though, so they're definitely looking to play A and anywhere long and anywhere where they can get a little bit of range on their opponents. They did drop bomb and connector over there. I don't know if that's where they want to head though, with the guns that they currently have. And they're trying to they're trying to do the same thing they did last round and get a pick through the walls over there. This time the Raptors get caught. Knick-Knack, good job bringing it down, and unfortunately gets caught by Xiao Mao. And now we have a 3-3 even. Ops versus ops and rifles, man. Oof.
Yeah, this is interesting. They can only really play those long range engagements unless they want to use it as a shotgun. But Squeef going all in, just running. He acted like he had 20 seconds on the clock and he had to clutch the round. But alas, Xiao Mao going for the ace. He's like, all right, guys, you know what? I can win for our team.
This is a scary spot to be though. Like with 15 HP, you're going B with an op.
Yeah.
You're kind of asking for trouble once again, getting into that time constriction zone. 20 seconds left. He's got to make a move, so he's gonna have to plan here in just a sec. Oh my, that was loud.
Nice pick. Yeah, 15 seconds. He has no idea he's gonna be monster. He's gonna go for the smoke plant, and this should just be a pretty quick kill. Yeah, Duper just playing it out. Xiao Mao playing that round pretty perfectly. There's no way you can expect someone to still be in monster. Yeah, he did the best he could given the circumstances, and
wasn't too bad. Wasn't
too bad. Yeah, it's, man, like you said, I actually do want to see an SMG rush. Like, I think that would be super helpful. And triple op setup again. So these guys, I mean, they're getting kills with them, so I don't blame them at all. They're winning these engagements with their AWPs, so I just think they need a change of pace, because these setups are kind of just like really good strongholds for Western Washington. They're not giving up any kills unnecessarily. You know, anytime they take an engagement or a peek, they always have the support frags from an opponent or from one of their teammates. They're always at the ready. Whereas it seems like UW is a little more all over the place. Like even right now, I'm about to see Tarvi go for this engagement here in bathrooms, and I don't think he has a teammate to trade him out with the angle he's playing. So he's just going to rely on winning the engagement, and there you go, McMac with the triple.
Oh,
so,
wow, McMac.
again,
What a
like
cleanup. 4K. Go for the A's, baby. Hit it.
Do it!
Do it. Oh, you got it.
Too easy, man.
What a
Dirty.
play.
That was dirty.
What a play.
And he was jumping, too, so that was a... I don't even know if McMac's an opper, but I think he's going to keep it. He's like, now I'm an opper.
But yeah, no, I mean, great call on the bathroom positioning. It just, it's a curious position to play, and when you have so many ops like Washington did, I would have probably suggested them to maybe go long A. They keep trying to play with long range rifles in very tight corridors, and overpass is generally a little bit tighter of a map than most. So. If you're gonna go so heavy on the long shots, you gotta. I think you gotta try to actually take it long, like actually try to take it to the side that it's gonna be most advantageous. But once again, clean up at B. Duper doing a great job, man, all day long. Elevating B, they have not given up B easily at all.
Yeah. I don't always agree with comments, but yeah, it's definitely, and you can see the teams going on tilt. They're. You know, the fact that you're talking in all chat about how bad you're doing is never a good sign. That means a lot of the time, like, you're upset with your team or there's something else going on, some sort of coordination. So, I mean, any team could come back from anything, really. But I really just don't see it happening because it seems like the skill gap is just too wide in this case. There's just way too much team play. That I've never seen them, like, even right now, Sideways pushing up sandbags, LVMB there to support him. Like, it's these perfect setups that they have, and they're already pushing water, so they're about to get the info, they get the pick on the lurker, so they're probably going to start pushing up connector and realize shortly that the bomb's going A.
Yeah, it's going to be very short. It's like the one area where they're currently not at, where they're coming up in op shot now. Almost getting actually caught by that, but here they come on side onto A. Looking down, trying to find an opening on somebody. Rises is going to come from long. Sideways is coming from what looks to be connector up to bathrooms. And a good shot from long. Rises takes out Xiaomao. This leaves Cop, Victorious, and Squeak. And most of them are playing under there. A little bit of friendly fire right there from Steve right there. He's probably not too happy. I saw the talk icon come up. He's probably apologizing right there, and that just leaves, unfortunately, Squeak by himself, and he gets picked off right through the smoke. Great cover by Western Washington. Those are usually times where they're like automatic kills.
Oh, exactly. And even on that retake, they seem to be winning every engagement, right? Like, that was... I don't even think they got one kill. That was a 3-on-3. They should have at least got a kill on one of the CTs, but... yeah, it's definitely... It could be a confidence thing. There's a lot of factors. Like you said, they got off to a bad start, 5-0, and that could just make you so afraid that you're unwilling to peek when maybe you should be, and vice versa, taking peeks that you really don't need to, and... all the nuances of Counter-Strike can definitely be affected by your mental fortitude. So if you're already on tilt just slightly, that could add up really quickly.
Well, I mean, there's also a strategic point of talk of in terms of preparation as well. I mean, no offense to no offense to Overpass, but it's not exactly one of the most played maps. I would say you're most likely going to hit your Dust, your Inferno, your Mirages. Really, when you know, Overpass, Cache, like all of these, like kind of sort of second choice maps you don't only see really in competition. So if Washington hasn't really been prepping a lot, this might be another reason. You could see a lot of this has been just coming from Western Washington being so positionally well off all game long, and that's a lot of what CT side is. You can position yourself properly well for a second there until...
There you go.
Ripped?
There you go.
Who's getting
now they're getting the hang of it. They're starting to finally be aware of these flanks that keep coming in. But will McMac do it again? Please no. Please no, McMac. Give the kids some hope.
McMac is like, I'll give you a pistol round.
This man has a family, McMac. This man has a family. Please don't do this. Yeah, he's kind of toying with him. Oh, he gets punished for throwing that nade, so Zhao, like, gonna finally
got
take another round
man.
for his team. Yeah, he's
been doing too many squats, man. Stuck out there, got caught. All right, well, 12-2 for Western Washington. Final round in the first half, and looks like Washington trying to find at least a little bit of rhythm. Obviously, we can't sugarcoat and say they're doing really well or anything like that, but they're at least, you know, kind of finding some openings. They're starting to trade a little bit better. Maybe, hopefully, that's giving them a tiny bit of momentum to work with. But once again, good cover at B already. As they try to go there, Maldi catches them, Smoke catches them. Look, they're just trapped, man. And again.
Wow, yeah. Duper not even throwing, no team flash. He just flashed himself in, just chucked it at the floor, takes out Zhao. Like, that was, there's no strategy, there's no mind games in that. Like, that's just that's a pug thing. Like, so they're definitely just, they're so confident right now that they can win any aim battle that they're going to take them all. So, that's terrifying, too. That's terrifying if you're a terrorist and the CTs are going to just peek you at any moment and take you out. So, but yeah, finally down to a 3-on-3, bomb heading to A. This is where they've had success before, so, yeah, and the site got quickly given up, so it's really up to Rises here. He's the first point of contact on the retake.
Well, they're looking the right way right now. They're looking down from B, and Rises, what a snag right there, but LMVB gets picked off. Migmac, though, always showing up, man, all day long right now. And where is the final player? And it looks like he's just right outside of bathrooms. They spotted him. I think they spotted him. Oh, there he is. And they get the headshot. And is he going to get the defuse? 4, 3, 2. Oh, he got it!
Easy. Yeah, Western Washington, man. They showed up to play. So it's yeah, you can't really analyze a game like this because at the end of the day, it's just better team play. That's all it comes down to.
Well, I'm noticing in chat too, as well as I'm reading right now, and it looks like they're talking about they have Washington might have some stand-ins playing for them today. Okay. A stand-in, or I guess, or a sub. Well, I guess for the CSL we call it sub, but stand-in and just as a general thought. That could be another reason why they're having maybe a little bit of a tougher time just with their ability to kind of communicate in position well. But as you can see, Western Washington, this is what I think Washington should have done themselves. What they just did. Western Washington just rushed through, smoked up, took position, took dominance, and now they should be getting a fairly easy T-side first round.
Yeah, Zhao, the man, the myth, the legend, with the P2K. He's jumped into sight. He's going to try and... No, he's not even going to tap the bomb. He's just going to go for these battles. Duper smarter than that. Falls back to closet. Doesn't care. Just takes the battle. Didn't need to, but it was over at that point. So he's just, going to kind of upgrade his own scoreboard. Get some more kills on his stat track. Feel a little good. There's a sign of desperation. We're seeing the Big Papa Pump, the CZ if you're from Europe or Canada, and Juan Diego Montoya.
I'm like learning how to obs right now in CSGO. So for those who don't know, just kind of like as a general note, I'm our head of production for the Collegiate Star League, former like StarCraft 2 caster and Dota 2 caster. So CSGO is a very brand new thing for me, literally as of today. like obsing and casting it. So if something's not smooth in that regards, I do apologize. We'll try to sort of get everything hashed out and figured out by next week. But we're just glad that we have CSGO on and
yeah, we're on air. Yeah, and actually, I don't think you can say you're not smooth compared to the cluster that happened for the 30 minutes prior to you taking over.
hey, I mean, having to learn all that and absorb that and hope that runs smooth. As soon as I'm just like, well, I'm like, no, this is just a CSGO broadcast. I'm like, it's tradition, man. You have to have it delayed. You can't actually start CSGO on time. It's it's a national CSGO. I refuse to start a CSGO stream on time, man.
Oh, it's actually impossible. I think there's actually I think there's actually like a rule against it. Valve wrote some rule, they passed it during the iBuy power bans. They said no CSGO game can start on time. It must be 15 to 30 minutes delayed. And once you start the game, there must be a pause or timeout within the first 3 rounds. I know, it's weird, but it's Valve's rules, man. They decided. Thanks Gaben for that.
Dirty, Juaned him. But
cleans
up. But yeah, a little bit too much.
Crew, baby.
Unfortunately,
this is the janitor coming out of the closet, and he's like, "All right, party's over, kids."
And so instead of a broomstick, though, it's like a samurai sword. He just like,
oh, 16-16 overtime.
I'm like, man, what did I just miss? Did I just like black out and just wake up a second later? So good win right there for Western Washington. They're gonna take it 16 to 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw 3 for a second there. But as for the CSL, each weekend teams play a single best of 1, so it's not a full best of 3 series. Of course, GG to Western Washington, and thank you to Washington as well. We're going to quickly go to a break and try to turn our gears over to University of Texas Austin versus the University of Texas San Antonio as our second best of 1 of the day. Hopefully they have not started yet. If they are, then we'll probably find them in match in a couple minutes. But until that time, hang tight. We'll be back more with Collegiate Star League CSGO.
See you guys soon.